Welcome back to the Wine Wednesday show. I know that's super original. But there we are. We've been through two very crisp whites. And then now we're on to a dessert wine. I had a question for you. Are they producing reds as well? I'm assuming yes.
Not in Tokai.
Oh, really?
But in other regions of Hungary, absolutely.
So do you have wines from all the regions or just Tokai? Or?
We focus mostly on Tokai. We have a couple wineries out of Lake Balaton. But hopefully in the next year or so, we'll start importing reds, rosés, and sparklings.
As a culture, are they like just a white-based culture? Don't take that wrong. Just a white-based culture, though. Wine, cheese.
Yes. In the northern part of Hungary. Yeah, absolutely. But as you get further south, the food starts to get a little bit. It changes, just like any other country or region, and it gets a lot warmer, so they can actually produce and grow grapes.
But as a culture, they enjoy white wine more.
Yes.
Right? I mean, I think as for what I know of the food, which is very little, I wish now I'm going to learn a little bit more, but that this all lends to their food palate very well.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up with this dessert wine? What do we got here?
So we have Beresh as the producer, and this is their 2008 Five Petunios Azu Tokai.
The nose is crazy on this thing, isn't it?
So these wines are pretty exceptional.
Yeah, it's almost. I get like this green, like a green pepper. I get like a jalapeno. Like that's not what I would expect in any way, shape, or form.
In a dessert wine. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off. I just smelled it. Went woo. My nose like.
That's what you should do.
My brain worked real quick.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
So you actually mentioned earlier about kind of the process of the AOC and how France legally determines where wines are grown and how they're labeled. This region for this style of wine was actually the first in the world to do it. So they've been making this style of wine since the 1400s and demarcated or legally guided since the 1700s. But essentially what it is it's a combination of juice that has not been affected by botrytis and then single berries picked one at a time that have been perfectly affected by botrytis. So botrytis being this really, and I say this really positively, this exceptional mold that grows on the outside of a grape.
Cheese and like, I'm the biggest mold fan on the planet. People are like, oh, like, dude, I'm down, right?
Exactly.
That's what makes the world go round.
Yeah.
You really want to emphasize that they actually will go and they individually pick every berry and select everyone by hand to crush.
So they do about 15 to 25 passes in the course of 2 weeks to pick the berries to make this wine.
Really?
Yep.
So what I'm getting out of this is way different than all the other, either botrytis or any other dessert wine or ice wine, is it's not like syrup.
Correct.
I'm not getting the like, you know, how you drink it and you're like crazy syrup, almost like you get like this agave nectar on most dessert and ice wines and botrytis wines.
Yeah.
This is like a sweet, slightly thicker, I mean, but you can say viscous. It'd be the same as a mallow wine to me as far as viscosity, yet the flavor is like an ice wine.
Yeah.
It is.
So what they do is the main difference between the Sauterne style or Trockenbeerenauslese style is that
the Trockenbeerenauslese.
Yeah.
Holy. Yeah. I want you to chug that and say that 3 times in a row. Holy cow. Okay, so what the hell does that mean?
So Trockenbeerenauslese is the sweetest, essentially, style of dessert wine in Germany.
Okay.
Also affected with botrytis.
Okay.
So it's just a little bit of a correlation of styles of wines. But the difference between these two is that in Tokai, they start with a barrel of wine that hasn't been infected. So it's got all this beautiful, amazing acid. It's very refreshing. And then their measurement, the Petunios, is this big basket, and it's almost like their measuring cup. So they put in their the Azu paste or the paste of the botrytis grapes into these baskets. So this has 5 basketfuls of Azu grapes into one 228-liter barrel of dry wine.
Not to be exact.
Not to be exact.
Right. Cool. Just as a maybe. And so basically they're blending. What you're saying is they're blending it, and that's why you're getting this cool like wine / dessert wine versus syrup.
Correct.
Right.
Absolutely.
Which I'm a fan of the syrup, but this is much more drinkable.
Yeah.
It's tons of acidity on this one.
Yeah. So I mean, this can still take the blue cheeses and the
absolutely.
And the like. I mean, this could still hang.
Yeah, the foie gras, the blue.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. Anything can take foie gras.
Foie gras. Yeah.
Duck. Anything. Are we talking anything duck and goose oriented?
Yeah, I'm in. I have a challenge going with one of the gentlemen that was on this show last who does food competitions, and I had him on, and I introduced him to foie gras because he's used to eating like hot things and things.
Sure.
So we cooked a pound and a half of foie gras and just set it on the table.
Damn.
And we went at it for the whole show. Right, pretty much. I was sweating. I was like, when I went home and farted, it smelled like foie gras later. It was really wild. But I made a challenge with him that he would eat a whole lobe, which is about 1.2 pounds, on a piece of brioche. With like fruit and the whole accoutrements, like the biggest foie gras French toast available. And he was like, no problem.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that guy die.
Right.
He's gonna
coming out his ears.
Dude, he's like, I'll be fine. I'm like, you might not.
No. That's a whole different type of meat sweat.
You get water and foie for the day. I'm just letting you know. That's the rules. I think you'd fail, don't you think, Tony?
You might pull it off.
It's worth a shot.
It'll all go down.
It's got to stay down. I told him it has to stay down, and he has to eat it. He has to eat it at the beginning of the show. He doesn't get any kudos until after the show to see if he holds it down.
Right. Yeah.
He was like, "That's screwed up." I'm like, "I'm not taking a challenge you win, bro. I'm not into you winning anything. Let's just be honest, dude."
There's no prize except for that you just ate a whole lobe of foie by yourself.
The prize is I get to watch it. That's so does everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Yeah.
And are they making other ice wines, by the way? Or I shouldn't call them ice wines.
No, not ice wine.
Dessert wine.
Yeah. So they make several different styles. This is kind of the topper tier of the medium level. And then they go all the way to Essentia, which is Essentia being probably
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
It's magic.
Yeah.
In a tiny spoonful. So what it is it's 100% botrytis affected fruit, all gravity pressed. And it's just this really soft little liquid that comes out of a small little tank, and they keep it in a glass kind of carafe in their cellars until they feel like serving a spoonful. Generally, it is by far the most expensive dessert wine in the world.
Really? That's saying a lot, because that's like, is that the one you were showing me where they had the glass?
Yeah, where I was drinking it from the...
where you're pounding thousands of dollars
by the second.
All this stuff that take years and years and years to make. He's down there fondling the bottle and chugging it.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, Wes.
Awesome. Yeah, that is me.
Yeah, so that was that. Good to put the story together.
There it is.
He was like telling me a short version. I'm like, that looks normal. That looks normal. I didn't realize it was like... people blessing the grapes or something.
Yeah.
Go figure.
It's a pretty cool wine. It takes about 10 years for it to make, and it ends up being just around 4% alcohol, which some people are like, I want more alcohol, but the flavor...
Well, that's not really what you're going after, right? I mean...
No, it's the flavor.
That's the
sugar.
flavor,
Yeah, I mean, we had lunch at one of our wineries that we had different Petunia and the Ascensions that were from 1996 to 1956.
And so they're not blending those, right? That's not some master blender. That's like they put all of it in there and wait.
So one of the winemakers that we work with, his family has been making wine for over 100 years in Tokai. So he kind of dipped into his own cellar and brought us 6 different vintages, some of the best vintages they've had in the last couple decades.
Horrible trip.
Awful.
Sucked.
Awful. They were all really mad when I made them go. So
yeah, right? She's sitting right there, bro.
Did she hear me?
It's true.
It's not just you and your microphone.
It's in their wines that will last for up to 200 years, 200 years.
Right, there's no aging lifetime.
No, not at all.
And especially because the alcohol level's so low, isn't that wild that the juice wouldn't turn?
Yeah.
I mean, because usually it's alcohol that saves the juice, right?
You're going to get a darker color to it. You're going to get a
Yeah.
darker color, but I mean, that's just just ageability.
And the sugar is a preservative too.
Sure.
So that's part of it. It's so high in sugar. This I believe is about 130 grams of sugar.
Cool. I took my insulin shot
Yes,
today.
you
We'll
did.
be all right. I'll be able to float through the rest of the afternoon.
Nice little high.
Coffee and sugar.
Yeah.
Tasty
exactly.
sugar. We're good.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man. Well, I feel like there's more to this to learn. That this isn't the first one. So we dabbled briefly. So maybe we'll put on a dinner or something.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be
and
amazing.
see if we can't dive into this whole Hungarian wine thing. Because I mean, it's interesting that you always think that once you study other wines, there's only 11 like crazy grapes or something, right? I mean, there's only 13 grapes really in the world.
Yeah.
That's
roughly.
that's the rumor, right?
Yeah.
And then
Right.
people show up and they're like, oh no, there's 2 more you haven't heard of, and you're like, I thought it was a rule.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that like a thing? Like that was it. I thought we were done. Book story closed.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think there's any rules anymore. It's the craziest, weirdest, natural, raw, all these things.
But of natural
now.
grapes, right? I mean, they're not.
Grapes,
They're not. But what I'm saying is, I thought there was only X amount, says the Pope, and whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There was going to the Syrah, PT, whatever.
Yeah,
and those all
exactly.
went to everywhere else in the world,
Right.
And they renamed it because they had a stutter or something, whatever it was. They renamed it, and then now they're growing that grape there. But it's kind of the same grape. Of course, it's going to taste different. But
Right.
I didn't realize that there was other grapes that wasn't in that chain pool. That pool.
Yeah. There's a lot, like 3,000 in Italy.
Italy alone.
Yeah, Italy.
Yeah.
It's kind of messed up, but yeah, there's about 3,000
Right.
indigenous varietals
Well, that's
to
what they
Italy.
like to get drunk. God
And
forbid them. Yeah, and eat.
And eat.
Those people know what's up, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, let's do it, man. Let's do it. Let's
Okay,
set it up
let's
for
set it
like
up.
March or something.
Okay,
Dude. We'll do.
that sounds
I
good.
really want to try some reds if you have them. But I'm interested in maybe we do an all white dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we do
It
it,
could be.
all white
It
up.
can be done.
Yeah, I think that's rad because I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of whites with big steaks.
Yeah.
And whites with
Exactly.
funks and things
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah.
So let's do some business, man. Wes, where
Okay.
can they find you online?
Oh, at jjknoxwines.com.
Okay, and then for your for decants.
decantwineevent.com and then
.com.
.com. Yeah, so my phone number's on there. You can text me. You can
He
call
does
me.
do
Yeah.
pole dancing in your free time, just so you know. Bachelorette parties.
Bachelor parties.
He gets you really drunk so you think he's good looking. That's how it works. Just so you know. Not that I know that personally, but hey, that happens. It
There you are.
happens.
Yeah.
There you are.
And where do we find not only this, but you personally, or however you want to get yourself out there?
Yeah, so JJ Knox Wine for myself as well, and the new Wines of Hungary website for all the amazing ferments.
And are they doing any social media stuff? I mean, I feel like it's so
Yeah.
small.
Yeah.
Ferment USA. Ferment USA.
Ferment USA is our marketing team, and
Okay.
they have a massive marketing
Yeah.
social media. So if you're drinking ferment, hashtag Ferment USA.
Yeah.
Hashtag drink it up.
Yes.
Drink it up.
Nice. And then I'm, as always, you can follow us up at reckless.us and Chef Cody Storts or Reckless OC online. And look forward to the next thing and keep up to have a dinner here with us, guys. We'll see you all next time.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.